done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down, Miami.
Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And hit behind the line, he lost the football, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Jackson on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings
on 2nd and goal. Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete to
Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, and his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
Jackson's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Dolphin 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Jackson now on third down. A quick slant to Hill. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
But it's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Taking it deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 57 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Number 30.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And again this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Jackson now. And is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, third and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Dolphins 28, Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Kickoff for Miami.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete to number 80.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
10-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Jackson going up top for Miller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Dolphins 56, Jaguars 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw again is Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
Well, when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
We got 4. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
And Jackson throwing once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A game there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 68 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
56.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Jackson gets this one to Hill. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Jackson looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Look at the big man rumble. 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the fight. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson going for it all. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brings up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Today's
This was the goal before they started the